Hello everyone, it's Judy from Coffee, Cookies, and Books, and what we're going to do today is a book haul. Hopefully you'll stick around. I have some great books to share with you. So good to see you. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do the third part of my book haul bash, I guess you could say. Just, little reminder that these books have been collected over 3 months, and I do purchase probably the majority of my books from Book Outlet, but not all of them, as many as I can. And I usually end up with a good collection. And then I also get books from Book of the Month and Aardvark, so I do have a few of those actually in this batch as well. So we're going to share some of them. So the first one that I want to share is Paladins Grace by T. Kingfisher. And I picked this as the first one in the series. I think there are three. It says, Stephen's god died in the longest day of the year. 3 years later, Stephen is broken paladin, living alone for the chance to be useful before he dies. But all that changes when he encounters a fugitive named Grace in an alley and witnesses an assassination attempt gone wrong. Now the pair must navigate a web of treachery beset on all sides by spies and poisoners, while a cryptic killer stalks one step behind. So I liked this. I liked the idea that it felt like it was a bit of a mystery and a thriller, but with fantasy elements, because that is kind of a bit like the Sworn Soldier series is a little bit like that as well. And I really like that series. So hopefully, and this is a, touch longer book. So that part also appealed to me too. So that was why I picked this one up. And if I like this one, then I will get the other two as well in the series. The other one that I picked up that is the first book in a series is Angel's Blood by Nalini Singh. Now, I can't remember, was it Raven-haired? Rachel from Ravenhair, I think it might have been her who started reading this and really, really liked it. Like, I hate this format of book, but all the books are this format. So I'm like, okay, well, we're going to read them. And she is, the main character, she is a vampire hunter. And it says, vampire hunter Elena Devereaux knows she is the best, but she does not know if even she's good enough for this job. Hired by the dangerously beautiful Archangel Raphael, a being so lethal that no mortal wants his attention, Elena knows failure is not an option, even if the task is impossible, because this time it's not a wayward vamp she has to track, it's an archangel gone bad. I thought that sounded really great, and I mean, it is a 300-page book. It's just a little wee 300-page book. But I thought I would try this one because these are like really super inexpensive here. So if I like this one, I'll grab them one at a time and I'll read them. Okay, then we have the second book in the, it's A Torch Against the Night by Sabbath here. And it's book 2. Now, what's book 1 again? I can't remember the name of it offhand, but, oh, here it is. An Ember in the Ashes is book 1, and there's 2 other ones, which are Reaper at the Gates, A Sky Beyond the Storm. I've been trying to see if I could get these from Book Outlet, but they only have the really old covers on Book Outlet, and typically they only have the last book for some unknown reason. So I'm waiting. I have the first 2 in this format, but I want the other 2 to match, because when you put them up side by side, they make a picture all the way across on all 4. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But it says, Elias and Laia are running for their lives. After the events of the 4th trial, martial soldiers hunt the 2 fugitives as they flee and undertake a perilous journey through the heart of the Empire. Laia is determined to break into Kaf, the Empire's dangerous prison, to save her brother, who is the key to the scholar's survival, and Elias is determined to help Laia succeed, even if it means giving up his last chance at freedom. So I thought that sounds really great. So that's the second one in the series. I have that one. I also have this one, which is the third one in the series. Tempest is the Legacy series by Melissa K. Rorick. Tempest of Wrath and Vengeance is this one. And the first book is, oh, they're up there. I can't read them from here. I can't read them from here. That's okay. It's the only way to survive in a realm full of villains is to become one. So that's the first line at the top. And I thought that sounded really interesting. And I believe it's a fantasy romance, if I'm not mistaken. So really, really looking forward. I really want to get this series started. But I think I have Lady of Darkness, which I only have the first book in that series, and I think that one's in my TBR. So as soon as something else is pulled out of the TBR that is a book, then I can replace it with another book. So I'll probably put the first one from this series in there, because I do like to kind of try to give them an option for the books to come up. So hopefully we'll read that one. You know, the other thing too is if I get to something and the books are not coming up and I want to read that series, I'll just start it anyways. Plus too, you know, when 2026 comes, I'll have my list of 26 must-reads for 2026. So if I haven't started a series, a lot of times I'll put a new one on there. That's how it works. So the next one I got is part of the Crowns of Nynaxia. So this is 6 Scorched Roses. And I can't remember exactly. It says 6 roses, 6 vials of blood, 6 visits to a vampire who could be her salvation or her damnation. So I know that this comes at a certain point in the series, and I can't remember. I know I have like the first 2 books. I think I have the first 2 books. I've already read the other separate book, and I can't recall what that is exactly, but I read that one, and I have the first 2. So I think this one comes in between the first 2 and the next series, but I'll have to check. Anyways, I wanted to pick it up. Book Outlet had it, so I figured I would grab it. Okay, then I picked up these 2 from Carrie Maniscalco, which is Throne of Secrets and Throne of the Fallen. So I grabbed them both. Now I have the Kingdom of the Wicked is down here. I think it's right here is the series. I haven't read that yet. So obviously I have to read that first, then read these 2. But Book Outlet had them, and it had this one with the sprayed edges, which I think is fine. You know, one's hardback, one's paperback, and it's like, I don't really care. Like with my Crescent City, I have 2 that are paperback, and then that final one that I read, the third one, is a hardback. I don't care one way or the other. If I'm going to get in a deal, it doesn't matter to me. I grab whatever they have. That's just me. Then I have, which I managed to get off Book Outlet, and this is actually a stunning book, really. Like, you know, nothing on the hardcover, but inside is like this beautiful diagram inside, and the cover is like, yeah, the jacket's beautiful. I mean, everything is gorgeous, and yeah. So this is the Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare, and I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to grab this one, and I'm going to read it, and I was very surprised that this was being offered on Book Outlet, and there are no marks on it. And what I like about the fact that there are no marks on it is that if I don't like the book and I want to unhaul it, without the marks on it, I can take it to the secondhand bookstore. If it has the marks on it, I can't take it to the secondhand bookstore. They won't accept it. So, yeah. Anyway, looking forward to that one. Oh, I guess I should read a little bit about it, maybe, for you. 2 outcasts find themselves at the center of a world-altering change in the start of a riveting epic fantasy series, The Shadow Hunter Chronicles. So, we'll see. I think it's The Rag Picker is next. And I've heard that one's better than this one. But, no, we'll see. Yeah, I kind of like to not read too much. I pay attention to reviews and that sort of thing, but then I buy it because it sounds interesting to me, and then if I like it, I like it. So there you go. Then I grabbed One Dark Window by Rachel Gillick. Now, I'm going to be frank, I don't know if I'm going to like her writing style. Might not be my thing, because I've heard that it's kind of very pretty, a little, and if it's pretty and flowery, I can't even spit that word out. If it's pretty and flowery, but not verbose, I'm okay with that. Okay, it's like the one that I tried once, which I do. I tried it on the Kindle, was When the Moon Hatched, and oh, like I couldn't get through it. But I don't know if it's because I did it on a Kindle. So I bought the paperback. Haven't read it yet, but I did buy that paperback. So I'm like, I really want to sit down and try to read it on page, because when I read the printed page, it's a good bit different an experience. So before I committed to anything, because I know she just had the new one that just came out, but that one's been a little bit, some people liked it, some people didn't. But I think the same thing with this one. Some people liked the first one, they didn't like the second one. You know, everybody's tastes are different, right? What we like, what we don't like, we don't like. And sometimes it's not even something you can even explain. And that's how I kind of see it. So there's that one. Then I bought the second book, which I think there's only going to be two. This is Everybody Wants to Rule the World Except Me. And this is the continuation of the one that says everyone wants to be a Dark Lord and die trying, or something like that. Is that what it was? I read that last month. Loved it. Thought it was great. And so I bought this one because it's the continuation from where it stopped in the last one. And so it says, Dark Lord Davi rules the kingdom, but she must now break the time loop that binds her in this hilariously bloody conclusion. Okay, so there is just the two books. To the Dark Lord Davi duology. So after countless failures, let's not dwell on them. The first book, I enjoyed it. It was not a 5-star, but I enjoyed it quite a bit. So when I saw this one had just came out, so I grabbed it and look forward to reading that one. But and thank God it's only a duology, right? Yeah. So then I finally got my copy, my paperback copy of The Will of the Many by James Islington. Is it Islington or Arlington? I mean, we say Islington here in Canada. I mean, I actually lived on Islington Avenue in Toronto at one point. So that's what we call it. But anyways, I've been wanting to read this epic fantasy for quite some time. But the hardback was super expensive. This alone was not cheap either. I mean, what was it? Yeah, it was $32 for this, which is just insane. But it's a very long book, and I've heard really good things about it from the people that I really trust online, and, you know, delved into a lot, tried to stay away from too many spoilers about it, and yeah, super excited. I know this is not a standalone. This is book one. So it's book one in the hierarchy series. So yeah, I can't wait to read that. Then I noticed that Book of the Month had Bur Bones in the Midnight Soil. And this came out by V.E. Schwab. And they had, at the same time, offering The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, So I grabbed both because I have not read this one either. And I really want to read this one. And I thought, okay, if I'm going to get this one, I'll get the same one at the same time. So I bought the two, but this one is the newest one that just came out. It says 3 young women, 3 bodies planted in the same soil. Their stories tangling like roots. One grows high, one grows deep, one grows wild, and all of them grow teeth. So that's a little creepy, right? Yeah. So that is it for my fantasy haul. Those are all the books. As you can see, not a ton. I actually think that my my splits between because the other 2 that I have that I'm going to record on another day are romance and thriller, horror, that sort of thing. But the splits on how many I have in each pot is pretty much even. So, and it's been 5 different categories. So I think that my reading tastes very much split evenly over everything that I read. And I love that because it just makes things so much better. Variety is the spice of life, right? Okay, so that's it for this one. Really love it if you could like and subscribe to the video, and that would do great to get my channel to 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal by the end of the year. So fingers crossed that we get there, and we'll see you in the next video.